Coming up on Shelby this week, the Shelby Township Police Department was called to a scene at a local business after they were informed about a man with a gun. We'll tell you how the situation unfolded last Thursday morning. And it's summertime in Michigan, which means everywhere we go, we see the construction barrels. We'll tell you about one major intersection closing that may affect your travel time in the next few days. And in Michigan, we pay a high amount in car insurance, more than any other state. We sit down with our local representative, Peter Lucido, to talk about a bill that may affect the amount of money you pay in insurance each year. We have all of this and much more coming up on Shelby This Week. Hello and welcome to Shelby This Week. I'm Kelly Kasuda filling in for Nick Buckler. The Shelby Township Police Department was called to a crisis situation involving a man with a gun. The scene unfolded Thursday, July 27th at around 10:30 a.m. on Oral Road in 23 Mile. A man barricaded himself inside the building. According to officers, the man has a mental illness.
Everybody worked well as a team and nobody got hurt.
Bellomo said the man had a relationship with the company. However, they could not confirm he was an employee of the business. After approximately 45 minutes, the police department was able to get the scene under control and get the man out safely without any violence.
Everybody's different, but he's going through some tough times, and we're just here to help him and try to give him the help that he needs.
The man was taken off the scene and into custody and is expected to undergo a psychological evaluation. A Shelby Township man is charged again after getting out of a jail a year ago. 54-year-old Stephen Ruza is being charged on 4 additional felony counts for committing identity theft in order to hide his assets, which was supposed to be used for restitution. Ruza was sentenced to 1 year in prison in 2015 for stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from his clients who were seeking help after their homes were going into foreclosure. He ran a mortgage scheme and scammed people out of their homes. He pled guilty to conducting a criminal enterprise and received 1 year of jail in the county jail, 5 years probation, and he was ordered to pay $610,000 in restitution. At the time Ruza pled guilty, his victims were paid by the state, and now he owes over $300,000 to the state of Michigan. Michigan Attorney General Bill Schuette said Ruza is disregarding the law and breaking the law to avoid his legal obligations. Ruza was arraigned in Ingham County and a bond was set. He had to turn over all of his driver's license and passports as well. He will appear back in court this week. A former manager for Rizzo Environmental Services pled guilty to his role in the Macomb County corruption scandal. Quinton Ramanauskas, a Shelby Township resident, admitted to extending thousands of dollars to elected officials in townships in Macomb County to either win over or keep their contracts with the Rizzo company. He is the 7th person involved in this bribery scheme to take a plea deal. According to federal prosecutors, Ramanauskas left a $3,000 bribe in an envelope for a former Clinton Township trustee, Dean Reynolds, and former Chesterfield Township supervisor, Michael Lovelock. Ramanauskas also admitted to paying a Detroit towing business inflated prices to tow broken down garbage trucks, and in return, the owner of the towing company would pay him and Chuck Rizzo kickbacks. The corruption case has resulted in criminal charges against 12 people. Ramanauskas will be sentenced at the end of November, and he faces up to 5 years in prison. As the $60 million roadwork project continues on Hall Road, there is another closure to be aware of as you're out there driving. Hayes Road at M59 will be closed for about 10 days as crews pave the left lanes of the intersection. Drivers will be allowed to access M59 and use the turnarounds to access Hayes Road on the other side. It's important to know all businesses will remain open during the construction. The 2-year project will rebuild 4 miles of both eastbound and westbound lanes, and modern traffic lights, ramps, and sidewalks are being added. The concrete pavement is being replaced with an asphalt surface. The 28-mile road bridge over Stony Creek Lake is closed until September 14th. Construction crews will be removing and replacing the superstructure of the bridge, as well as replacing the guardrails. As the bridge in Washington Township undergoes reconstruction, drivers are being requested to seek an alternate route. And in order to drive a car on the road, it's required to have vehicle insurance. And those premium rates seem to keep rising, even for those people with spotless driving records. State Representative Peter Lucido wants to put an end to the rising cost of insurance.
We have 1.4 million drivers out there that don't buy car insurance but for 7 days to get a certificate to go ahead to take to the Secretary of State to get their plates. That's got to stop, and it's got to stop now. Because if 1.4 paid in, it would lower all of our cost. Not just some, all of our cost. Because the definition of insurance is spreading the risk among the many.
Since 2012, insurance rates have steadily increased in every state in the U.S., making it difficult for some people to afford car insurance. Michigan drivers pay one of the highest insurance premium rates in the country. Lucido wants to put an end to those rising costs, and he wants to make sure people who don't pay for insurance receive consequences.
The real-time bill that I've dropped that I want to be taken up in the insurance committee says that at the time a policy is either canceled, terminated for non-payment, or just downright says, I'm done, I don't have a car anymore, I want that immediately sent by the insurance agent that took my premium right to the company that they work for. I want it sent to the Secretary of State, who keeps it on lien, and law enforcement. Now everybody knows at that instance there's no insurance on that vehicle.
Lucido hopes to bring down the cost of insurance and stop making people pay double their premiums because they're paying for the 1.4 million people on the road uninsured.
Let's get the bills taken up, or let's get the dialogue to the table, because without a discussion, my mother said nothing will get done. And when you stay stagnant, you don't get progress. And we need progress in the state. I don't want these young individuals coming out of college with not only a student loan that they've got to pay, but an exorbitant car insurance put on their back. Eventually they will leave the state, and we won't have that young, talented, vibrant mind sitting here to help us when we get old.
If this bill were to pass, drivers in the state will hopefully see a decrease in the cost of car insurance. This bill will hopefully make it more affordable for all drivers on the road. A new scam is targeting DTE customers. Many people are getting scammed hundreds of dollars for people claiming to be DTE collections. In many of the cases, a person will call a customer and say they're from DTE, and the person is past due on their bill. The scammers will then request the customer to pay the debt off with green dot cards you can find at any local grocery store. It's important to note DTE will never request payment of any sort in the form of a gift card or a prepaid debit card. If you do happen to receive this call, make sure you don't give out your personal information, especially any payment information. Coming up, grab your baseball hats and head out to our local ballpark, Jimmy John's Field, because they're celebrating Shelby Township Night. We'll tell you about the event and where you can get tickets. And one local resident is working hard towards his dreams of competing in the Paralympics. But to get there, he needs your help. Learn how you can help him next. Stay with us on Shelby This Week.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Grab your baseball caps and head out to the ballpark. The second annual Shelby Township Night at Jimmy John's Field is fast approaching.
Hello everybody, Rick Stathakis here. I'm here with Andy Appleby. He is the owner of Jimmy John's Field, and I just want to say, Andy, thank you very much for bringing us to the Shelby, Utica area. It's just been a huge success. Brought a lot of families here. We have a great time, And now I understand we're going to do our second annual Shelby night.
It's been a marvelous second season. No sophomore jinx here, fortunately. We've had nothing but sold-out crowds, wonderful weather. Rick, you've been a great supporter of this park, as has the entire Shelby area from day one, and we'll just continue to reward you with great entertainment.
We hope you'll come out and visit August 10th. That's a Thursday, August 10th at 7:05. $5 off. And I know there's a code. You'll see that on the bottom of your screen. So I hope to see you there. Thank you very much. And Andy, thanks for a great, great family place for everybody in Shelby Township to come. See you on August 10th.
There's a new dog in town, and soon baseball fans will get to know him very well. The puppy is the newest member of the United Shore Professional Baseball League, and he will be seen fetching foul balls at Jimmy John's Field. The puppy, who doesn't have a name quite yet, is in training to entertain fans in between innings and retrieve foul balls during the home games at the ballpark. You may remember Jake, the Diamond Dog. The video went viral of the Golden Retriever carrying a basket of water bottles out to an umpire during a baseball game in Indiana. Jake's trainer will be training the new Jimmy John's Field puppy. It will take about 14 months for the puppy to be properly trained and start working at all the games. The puppy will officially take the field next season at Jimmy John's. A 2012 graduate of Stevenson High School was called to the minor leagues. Kevin Marnin left for Florida to start playing for a minor league team in the Minnesota Twins franchise. As a high school student with Utica Community Schools, Marnin was honored as an all-conference and all-county player. He also played in the Michigan High School All-Star Game as a senior. After high school, he attended Ball State and played on their baseball team. Before being picked up for the minors, he was pitching for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers of the United Shore Professional Baseball League. Marnin said that the community taught him the importance of strong work ethic. He also thanks his high school baseball coach at Stevenson for encouraging him to work hard and develop his skills as a player. One local Shelby Township resident has dreams of going to the Paralympics, and although it will take a few years for him to get to the national stage, he's traveling right now training to be the best. While he competes internationally, the cost of the travel can get a little pricey, so to offset the costs, annual fundraisers are held.
We're coordinating a fun day out at Joe Dumars Fieldhouse on Sunday, August 6th from 2 to 6. We're going to be playing sand volleyball, bowling, there's going to be music, food available for purchase, and the intent is that we raise a little money for Danny Scrivano's Athlete Development Fund.
I see the top athletes play, and that's the level that I want to get to, or even higher.
Danny's Athlete Development Fund pays for things like the international travel. So when someone is trying to get to those highest levels, it takes years to get to the top in the world, and you're encouraged to play internationally. We would love to just invite anyone to come out. This is a public event. Even if you don't know us or don't know Danny, we'd love to meet you. I say join Team Scrivano and come play sand volleyball with us. Have a nice day out. Bring your kids, bring your family, invite your friends. We'd love to meet you.
This helps me travel, and it lets me play table tennis, what I love to do, and I couldn't be more happier.
To find out more information about Danny Scrivano, visit his website at dannyscrivano.com. At the event on August 6th, Danny will be signing copies of his book, and there will also be copies to purchase as well. Coming up next on Shelby This Week, some of our local chain restaurants offer discounts for senior citizens. We'll tell you how you can take advantage of these deals. And our library hosted a fun event at a local brewing company. The event was unique and brought out the kid in many adults. Stay with us because we have much more on Shelby This Week.
The kitchen can be a dangerous place. Please stay in the kitchen when cooking on the stovetop. Please keep children at least 3 feet away from a hot stove. Never leave children alone in a room with a lit candle, as they could get burned or cause a fire. It's a good idea to check your smoke detectors often, once a month. These simple tips can go a long way in keeping your family safe.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Did you know that there are some deals out there at local food chains offering senior citizens discounts? Boston Market offers 7% off your meal. Chili's Bar and Grill will give you 10% off your bill, and Culver's offers 5% off your purchase. And Taco Bell will give all senior citizens a free drink with their purchase of food. Be sure to check out these local food chains and ask about the senior citizen discount because you don't want to miss out on saving money. Macomb County Community Mental Health was accredited this week for high performance and all-around excellent service. The award comes from the Commission on Accreditation of Rehabilitation Facilities, also known as CARF. The organization looks at areas of health and human services and honors them through accreditation. They apply as a set of standards to services and businesses. Macomb County Community Mental Health was evaluated by CARF, and they ranked various areas of the facility like patient care, family-based services, and the use of technology. After the review, CARF said the Mental Health Center provides quality care to patients and provides services that meet the needs of people in the community. If you would like to find out more about Macomb County Community Mental Health, visit their website at mccmh.net. Taking 10,000 steps a day may seem easy. Think about how much walking you do at work or just around the house. While hitting the number may not seem as simple as you think. According to a new study done by Stanford University, Americans are taking only 4,774 steps a day on average. This is slightly below the national average, which sits at 4,961 steps a day. If you hit the recommended amount of steps a day, some researchers consider you reasonably fit. Researchers collected this data from 693 people who were using a step tracking app on smartphones. Based on research, the United States ranks 42 out of 46 countries for being least active. The next time you go grocery shopping, try parking away from the door and try walking to lunch if it's close by instead of driving. It's the little things that can make a difference for your health and well-being. Always remember, while 10,000 steps is recommended, that count is not for everyone. It's important to take it slow and make an attainable fitness goal. The Shelby Township Library hosted an event which welcomed adults to take a trip down memory lane. Andrew Shelsky will tell you more about their event.
Brooks Brewing Company on Van Dyke Road was the host to the library's first ever Lego Night for adults.
So welcome to Lego Night at Brooks Brewing. Tonight is Lego Night. Today was Lego Day at the library, but we thought, why should the kids have all the fun? Why can't adults have some fun too? So here we are at Brooks Brewing. We're having a Lego challenge tonight for adults. They get to come and share some buddies pizza and sit and talk and have great conversation, as well as play with Legos, which was everybody's favorite childhood activity. So we have 3 rounds tonight with 3 themes. At the end of every round, a winner is crowned and they get a small prize from the library. But basically tonight is just about sort of fellowship and community and having a great time.
Why do kids have to have all the fun? All you needed to have a good time here is to be young at heart.
I've always been a kid at heart, and I've always enjoyed playing with Legos, and this was a great opportunity to put the 2 things together and come and have an adult beverage with a couple of friends of mine and play with some Legos. Brooks Brewing is a really great place. I like to come here with my friends and in the library had a Lego event, they said earlier today, with the kids at Shelby Township, and now they have a more adult-themed version at night, so it's been a lot of fun.
Guests were also treated to Buddy's Pizza, as well as having the ability to win gift cards and prizes.
We started with the idea of the theme for summer reading. The theme for summer reading this year is Build a Better World. And when you think about building, you think, especially with kids, you think about Legos. And so we had all sorts of Lego fun today. We had hours of Lego fun. We had about 200 kids show up at the library to play with Legos this afternoon. And we thought, why restrict it to just kids? So tonight is adult Lego fun.
This isn't the end of the summer reading fun. The library has many upcoming events that may pique your interest.
We're going to be having a program called Build a Better Pantry with the Cultured Cook. And that's a program that shows you how to sort of outfit your kitchen for better tasting, healthier, more cost-effective meals. And then the last week of the summer reading program is a craft night, an adult craft night at the library, which is August 9th. And then that's sort of the finale of summer reading. Adults are able to turn in their summer reading logs all the way until August 27th. So you're still able to sort of win some prizes in the adult summer reading program through the end of August.
For Shelby This Week, I'm Andrew Shelsky.
The Shelby Township Library has more great events throughout the summer and, of course, during the year. Check out their website at shelbytwplib.org. Well, that's it for us here at Shelby This Week. You can watch us all the time on our Facebook page. Just search Shelby TV. We'll now leave you with parks in Shelby Township. Thanks for watching.